Hello, folks, and welcome back to Chris Wyatt Reports. Headlines are abuzz this week in South Africa, where President Cyril Ramaphosa, nicknamed by someone in the British press as the Dreadful Fellow, is under immense pressure over the alleged cover-up at his Phala Phala game ranch. Pressure began to mount almost immediately following the release last week of a Section 89 impeachment investigation report into the matter, initiated by a tiny political party known as the African Transformation Movement. International media have largely taken a wait-and-see approach, relying lazily on what leftist media in South Africa feed them as the narrative on this story. But things have kicked into high gear since last week. The largest opposition party, the Democratic Alliance, has called for a motion of no confidence in the president in parliament. For its part in the drama, the radical leftist race-hustling party of Julius Malema, the economic freedom fighters, is calling for an impeachment vote. Ramaphosa's lawyers say they will challenge the Section 89 report at the Constitutional Court. Though I'm not really sure what they're talking about, since this is not a matter for a court. No charges have been preferred. He has not been arrested, and it is simply an independent investigation. His only recourse might be to claim that they have tarnished his reputation and file a crimina injuria case against them. But he appears to have little to no standing to go to court at the moment. For their part, the smattering of Ramaphosa supporters, or perhaps we should call them sycophants more accurately, is standing firmly behind Ramaphosa at the moment. And in what should be the worst kept secret in South Africa, even criminally convicted former President Jacob Zuma is calling Ramaphosa a criminal. It's too much. I'm sorry, folks. Amidst all the speculation, the allegations, the ensuing media circus, the Independent Online today released what appears to be a very damaging story for Ramaphosa after they conducted their own investigation into the Phala Phala situation. If you're in the African National Congress and the IOL turns on you, things are bleak indeed. In what it claims is exclusive footage, IOL, the Independent Online, shows surveillance footage of two odd clowns creeping outside what is purported to be Phala Phala. Now, I'm not exactly sure what they thought they were up to, since they were easily caught on camera, and their stealth technique leaves a lot to be desired. Clearly, tradecraft is not their strong suit. Then these guys were caught on another camera, and only after looking directly into the camera did they try to move it, successfully moved it to avoid detection, but they were detected, not so successful. Next, in its exclusive, IOL shows the purported thieves inside the house wandering around, seem to be looking for the place where someone told them to find their treasure. This scene is followed by the intruders entering a bedroom and lifting a mattress. Reportedly, this is where they found the stashed cash. Now, what's interesting about the footage, if you go and see the exclusive video, which is 3 minutes and 27 seconds on Independent Online, the link is below the video. You can go follow it there. If you watch that video, you will see that the camera moves with the thieves as they go into the bedroom. Now, either someone was on an upper floor recording them on a mobile phone, or this is a pretty magical camera that follows motion around. Whichever it is an odd filming, to say the least. It looks like a setup from that standpoint. From footage of Phala Phala, IOL then offers still images with blurred out faces of the purported thieves with what it claims are new cars they purchased. Finally, we see what the Independent Line says is the suspect being interrogated. What we can see for certain is someone in a red polo, seated with hands behind their back, but the blurred face makes it impossible to discern their state of mind. Doesn't look pleasant, though. Now, the Independent Line's investigation also provides the following, and this is the really interesting part. The Section 89 investigation determined that $580,000 was stolen from Phala Phala, but the panel investigating, the independent panel, was confident that it was far more and that Cyril Ramaphosa was being deceptive and misled them. Independent media, that's the parent of IOL, their own investigation claims to show that at least $4 million was stolen from Phala Phala, which is the amount that the press widely reported initially. Now, further, the Independent Line claims sources with intimate knowledge of the entire saga have revealed that more than $100 million was stolen from Phala Phala. Wow. Finally, their investigation found that around $140 million was allegedly moved through Waterkloof Air Force Base to Phala Phala, where it was kept for more than a month before the theft in February. So either they didn't find all the money, if this is true, or they missed their moment. $140 million? Just how big is this corruption scandal? Is Phala Phala just the tip of the rot? How endemic is stealing from others in South Africa that thieves will brazenly steal from a sitting president? A sitting president. We already know criminals in South Africa have no respect for the state. The rape and murder of a former president's wife clearly demonstrated that many years ago. Will the world finally see the African National Congress for what it is? A criminal racketeering organization, which the U.S. just promised $10 billion in green mail for green energy projects? Will Cyril Ramaphosa resign? Will Ramaphosa be impeached? Well, how confident can we be in a body comprised in part by thieves itself, namely South Africa's parliament, where accused Digital Vibes mastermind, resigned Health Minister Dr. Zwelin Kisi continues to draw a salary? Is there any hope for law and order in South Africa? I mean, seriously, if Jacob Zuma is calling you out for being corrupt, things must be bad. At the moment, Ramaphosa reportedly says his fate is in the hands of the African National Congress's National Executive Committee, or NEC, which is currently meeting as I record this video. Isn't that odd? Should his fate not be in the hands of the people of South Africa, its voters, not the racketeering enterprise based at Luthuli House? And therein, perhaps, we see the rot endemic in post-apartheid South Africa. Thank you, folks. We'll see if Ramaphosa resigns, if the NEC removes him, because you see, for the African National Congress, being president of the ANC takes precedence and priority over being president of the Republic, because it's party over people in South Africa under its corrupt political system. If you're not a subscriber, why don't you come on, folks, hit that button right down there and join us here on the platform. Thank you so much for your support. God bless. Have a good day, and hang on, South Africa. It's going to be a bumpy ride through the festive season.